Hello and welcome to another video. If you're new around here, my name is the Dumb Bullet. Welcome to part 2 of testing out the Volvo. So here we are in the same Volvo as in the last video. This time with a different load. This time we're doing concrete beams. We're going to try and do the same route as in the last video. Same truck, completely the same. I mean, granted, you're watching them a day apart. I'm recording them straight after each other. So we're going to try and do the main in the middle route in this, with this concrete instead of the loaders. The only problem with me getting stuck in the last one was me attempting an overtake and getting stuck. So I got... When that happens to someone in this game, I like to say, they just got karmed. Because that's what I got. I got impatient, I went to go around him, and I got stuck. So I got karmed. Smacked in the face, not voice, by that karma fist. So I'm going to ignore the GPS again. And this time I know where I'm going. Because I'm going from the place where the garages are, so I had my lights on high beams, didn't I? Of course I did. Trust me to not know the difference between high beams. So this is what I'm driving. It is a trailer that comes with one of the DLCs that I've got. No, it doesn't. This is a basic trailer. It's a basic trailer with the DLC beacons. This isn't very good at accelerating. But then again, I did try to accelerate in 7th gear. So, between recording the Renault and the last Volvo video and this Volvo video, I actually haven't seen anything about the upload. I've still got diff lock on. Because I'm recording them straight after each other. So I'm not sure on what your guys' thoughts to the ice road or the trucks themselves are. I feel like I could have made that journey if I didn't try that overtake. But I did try that overtake, which was stupid on my half. I am aware of that. So I'm doing the exact same route again. Done this route many times. Still surprised I managed to get stuck how I did. I just abandoned that delivery, teleported and picked up this delivery. There was no trips to Reykjavik on the basic loads list, so I got in my trailer and doing a cargo trip. To get this concrete slab on the back, they would have used a crane. So that's always fun. I always say I wish you could get out of the truck and check out your load and actually do it. Okay. Looks like we've had a server issue. So I'm going to keep recording, but I am going to pull over. Because all that means is I leave the game like so. Just give it a minute. And you'll see the black screen, because I haven't had an image to put there yet. And I'll just start up multiplayer again. There we go. ETS 2. Now, ProMods server 1 is having issues, keeps like going offline. So the rest of this video is going to be done in ProMod Server 2, which basically just means I just need to rejoin. Just give it a minute. So it's got nothing to do with my connection, it's actually the server's connection. If the ProMod servers are down, then I'm screwed. Looks like it's back up online. I'll join the server again. I'll join the server and hopefully get this done. So, yeah. Gotta wait for the load now. There we go, the concrete beams. Well, it says beams, but it's clearly just one concrete beam. The connection's been established. So a lot of people are rejoining. So I'm just going to get into gear and on the move ASAP. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what I've done. Now I just need to get back up to speed. Just so that no one comes ploughing into the rear of me. If it crashes again, I'm just going to complete the journey without exiting and rejoining, because it's just going to take too long. It's going to be too long of a video. So this is where I'm going to plan my speeds for the speed limit change that's just there. Speed limit basically when you go around that corner changes from 50 to 37. So when I join this section, I just go down a gear and it automatically puts me down in 37. Unless you're doing it in a Renault, and then I advise you just go jump off the cliff in the Renault. I'm kidding. If you drive a Renault in the game, props to you, because that thing is horrible to drive. And I mean, this is nice, smooth and quiet, whereas that's loud, annoying and fucking slow. There's no other words for it. It's the slowest truck that I've driven in this game, and that includes all the modded trucks that I've got in single player. The classic ones are the funnest ones that I've got in single player. I might do a single player video at some point reacting to the new Ford truck mod that's come out, but so far I haven't even installed that yet, so and I wouldn't be doing that on this this career. I'll be doing it on the main career, just so that I don't have issues with loading. Oh well, I've got single player and I've got multiplayer. But yeah, like I said, GViRP runs on both Euro Truck Sim and American Truck Sim. So, as a company owner, you'd expect me to be a better driver. But I am enjoying this Volvo. I do want to drive it more, that's why I'm recording this video. I was going to do the trip anyway, but then I decided I may as well record it, just to show people that I don't always get stuck, and I can actually make it. It's obviously not about the quality of the truck, it's about the quality of the driver, especially around bends, but when going uphill, that is down to the power of the truck. But if you're overtaking someone like I did, you are an absolute ape, because you're gonna crash and burn like I did. I tried to get out of it, but I just ended up facing different ways that I didn't know were possible if I was stuck. So I've almost had head-on collisions on this bridge as well. Like the last video, you would have saw that guy zipping around this corner. I was on the bridge and someone decided to enter the bridge, so I made them reverse. I know what you're thinking. Craig, you're a cock. Yes, I'm aware. I don't be nice to people. They don't be nice to me. So, like I said in the last video, around the next corner, I want to try and keep as much speed as I can. Any speed that I do lose, I will have to gain again by the first corner. And yes, if it means cut the corner, I'm going to cut the corner. I'm probably going to stay at 31 for most of this journey as well. This is where the snow is the thickest on this entire mountain part as well. So, on roads like this is where I'd kill to have a proper 900-degree steering wheel. Just so that I can get the feel of the road. Because this is me barely moving the wheel. Because I've had to turn the sensitivity down, otherwise I would be off the side of these mountains. That's where I got stuck, if you wanted to know. Where I just passed, I think. Yeah, that's exactly where I got stuck. Right there. So, pay my respects to last video Volvo, and hope this one can make it now. It should be fine now. So I do like this road, it's fun, for the reason of you don't know what to expect, because you don't know how populated it's going to be, you don't know what idiots there are driving. I've had people try and kamikaze me while going up this road. I've been going up, they've been coming down at full speed and trying to have a head-on collision with me. And I'm like, bro. Turns out they will move out of your way pretty much every time. Actually, no, this is the corner that I got stuck on. Turns out they will move out of your way pretty much every single time because they don't want to damage their trucks, nor their loads, nor do they want to get banned. So they decide to move out of the way, to which then I watch them yeet themselves off the edge of a cliff. So this is where I actually got stuck, on this hill. So once again, pay my respects to the last video of Volvo. I am liking this truck. I just wish the power was more obvious. Like, when I got stuck, I was expecting the power to have pulled me through it. Because if I got stuck there, the Scania would have got through that. I've got the Scania in some pretty gnarly spots as well. Like, the only time I've got this Scania stuck up this road is when I tried to overtake and somebody's trailer got in my way. Because they, like, just ditched their trailer on the side of the road. There's the snowdrift. Like I said, you don't know what idiots are coming towards you or behind you. That guy's got an excavator. Caused me to hit that because he didn't move any further over. I will be quick to blame someone else for me getting damage to my truck. Unless it's my fault. Like me getting stuck there, that was 100% my fault in the last video. Because I said I wasn't going to overtake someone on this road, and if I got stuck in traffic, I'm just going to wait. But that did get pretty boring, they're waiting for that person. I've never had a problem with this section. If I've been stuck behind people or someone been coming head on, I just yeet it off the road and just bounce around and go around them. Wouldn't recommend doing it, because some people might class that as dangerous driving, and they'll want to get you banned. So I'd be careful. There's a lot of people out there who are recording like this. I pretty much record all my trips nowadays, depending on if I can be asked, just in case something crazy happens. Something crazy than someone being an absolute wanker and me getting reported. I don't report that often unless someone really pisses me off, so. You will see me drift a lot around this section of the road. That's just because this road is loose gravel. I'm not actually speeding. I would never speed. Around this corner especially, when I'm not aware of it coming up. I'm always aware of it coming up, but what happened there? When I can't be bothered to slow down, I'll just whip it around that corner, especially if no one else is coming, because then I've got no one to hit into, and I just like drift around the corner. But the problem that I just had, where my truck randomly stopped, I've never had that happen before, and I'm constantly taking the same lines around these corners as I do every other day when I do go up this road. And I do this road pretty much every day. I've never struggled as much up this part of the road ever. There's a nice little resting stop to look at the view, which actually doesn't look that bad. I was kind of expecting it to look worse. I've never actually stopped and had a look at that view. This is one of my drifting corners. One of the corners that I like to drift around. By accident. But just because I can't be bothered to slow down around these corners, I just end up going into a slide and then just drifting around them. This is always fun. Because you nearly yeet yourself off the end. Soon I should be coming up to where the road narrows. Yep, here it is. Now I'm always nice on this part. I do give way to those already in it, simply because I don't really have a choice. And I simply go down gears. Doesn't look like anybody is here, so it looks like I've got this to myself for now. So I am going to stay at 23 miles an hour. You will always hit one of those two signs on the way in here. What even happened there? I didn't even angle myself to hit that. The load isn't damaged. The trailer's on 30% damage from previous loads through here. Just FYI. Just as long as the load isn't damaged. Okay, I should be fine now. didn't get stuck. I just hit a rock. That's what happened. A rock that I wasn't angling to hit. So now the rest of the journey is pretty chill. Oh, that recovery. I went on half my wheels around that. That was scary. But at least I know I can recover from that. And that guy did say nice. I do normally drift around that corner. I've never gone half wheels through it. Especially that far. That was quite far. So can't wait to watch that afterwards and just see me just nearly smash into the floor. So that panda baby guy was the guy that said that it was nice. So I said 100% accident. Because it was. I wasn't meaning to do that. I was meaning to drift around that corner. Turns out this truck is way more top heavy than I had thought. This is why I like bolting it through this section. Because of all the bouncing. But if you do get motion sick, you're screwed. On this section. Jesus. So here comes another guy. I like how that guy says nice instead of like reporting me for dangerous driving, because I was doing the speed limit. I was just not driving to the conditions. If you're going around that road, I would recommend slowing down before that corner though. Just so that that doesn't happen. I will not be able to recover from that again. And when I do watch it in replay, I want to know if my trailer does half wheels as well, or if it's just my cab. But I think it was both. And to recover the both of them is quite difficult. Especially on a road that narrow with a truck coming towards you. I'm glad he stopped for me after watching me do that. But yeah, I would not recommend it. So to say it's simulating 4 o'clock in the game, it does get really dark. Wait, 6 o'clock in the game, should I say. I have a bit of a cold, so that's hence the sniffers. This server's just not stable. Because that's like the third time today I've had to redo that. Rejoin. When I started today it was offline as well. This is a nice quiet truck, I do like it. Can't fault it really other than that corner. It's a lot more top heavy than you would think. And that's a corner that every other truck has managed to just drift around. So like, you might notice if you look at the time frame, I was stuck at this moment in time. In the last video, I think. Well, that's why I stopped it, because of how long it was going to be. Like, my first idea was to teleport to a repair shop and redo the drive, but still record it. But I decided that it's probably best to just do a completely different load. So like, I am in cruise control because I do need to stretch my legs. That is something wrong with these pedals. They hurt your leg a lot after a while. In a real car, I haven't had this problem where my knees have hurted. And I've driven for 2 hours a week. So, in one go. And I was fine. But I have been playing this game. I have been playing since about 7, 8. It is now 11. So that could explain it. So this video is going to be uploaded around 1 AM. Then once I finish this one, previous video is going to be uploaded. It's got like a good 1.5, 2 hour gap, I'd say. 11, 12, 1. Yeah, about 1.5 hour gap. If I remember how to change my gear so I can go faster. So here comes Selfos, place just outside Reykjavik. I don't think in real life I've been to this part. It's possible because I've been to Reykjavik and I've been to a lot of places in Iceland, but I don't think I went to Selfoss. You might see me doing like 37 and a 31. That's just, oh well, I'm doing 29 and 31 right now. But like in other trucks, I'm gonna stop for fuel here. So the fuel stations in Iceland have collision zone. So it's not a non-collision zone like the normal ones, because it's a separate mod. But they have done a lot of good work on this mod. But the only fault I can think of it is the no collisions, but I kind of prefer it. Because it's more realistic. So shouldn't have too long now. Nah, just 33 miles. So it's literally up the road. But yeah, this Volvo is very top heavy. Well, it's a lot more top heavy than it looks. and it takes a while to actually get going. But other than that, this is actually a pretty nice truck. And yes, you do get to see me park again. I know people like to see people park their trucks. A lot of people skip it out of videos or change the change the view so that you can't see them park. So like when they're streaming, they'll change it to like stream will be right back, and then they'll skip the park. But I'm always doing my parking because I enjoy it. And when doing the ice road, we can't skip the parking, we have to do the parking. And I'll know because it tells me on Trucksbook. That guy just vanished. That was random. So you can see on Trucksbook if the parking that they've chosen, and I mean Iceland I think doesn't even give you an option for the parking, to my knowledge, because of the mod. I mean sometimes I think it does, sometimes I think it doesn't. Like I think it just depends on where you're going. Is that a Mercedes? That is. I do like the Mercedes truck in this game though. I haven't really looked at it since I got the DLCs, the Raven DLC, and I've been driving the Scania, so I might look into another Mercedes truck for when I do the extra video on the Mercedes truck, like I've been doing with these. I've been doing a load. And notice this is done without any traffic, so I've not actually had to stop for people. They've all been nice enough to stop for me, which was pretty nice. So I'm stopping up here on the left. I think it be this road here. I always take it wide, otherwise I'll smash against the middle, the divider. The central divider, that's what it's called. So it is giving me an option for this, and I always go for where do you need it. I can see roughly where it is, so I can plan that I'm going to go forwards and go back into the spot, because it's right there. Actually, I've done this one before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here. I'm going to go all the way around, continue all the way around, and then reverse into my spot. And then I know I could end it there, but for all those of you who have OCD, there it's straighter. And then I always turn off my beacons, my lights, my engine, because it tells me to, and then skip. So it says excellent, tells you the time, the distance, the fuel consumed. So that was a good drive. I didn't get stuck that time. And just some more education on the start. I just put my lights on. Oh. And my hazard's like this. And then I go in, and then I turn my hazards off, and then I turn my lights off while I'm turning around. Sometimes I forget to do it though. Sometimes I'll forget that I've turned them off. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!